In this video, I would like to discuss prime and composite numbers. Prime and composite numbers are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the numbers that are used for counting and are part of real numbers. The set of natural numbers includes only positive integers such as 1, 2, 3, etc. to infinity. Natural numbers do not include negative numbers or fractions. All numbers greater than 1 can be classified as either prime numbers or composite numbers. The factors of prime and composite numbers are natural numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start by looking at prime numbers. A prime number only has two factors, 1 and itself. Also, a prime number can be evenly divided by 1 and itself, leaving no remainders. The only way to multiply up a prime number is to say 1 times the number itself. Let's take the example of the number 3. Is it a prime number? To work this out, we need to ask ourselves what numbers multiplied together can give us 3. 1 times 3 is 3, or 3 times 1 is 3. This is the only way using natural numbers we can make 3. Or we can use division. So 3 divided by 1 is 3, leaves no remainders, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. There is no other way to divide 3, so we get a whole number answer. For example, we cannot use 2 as the answer, would be a fraction and therefore not a natural number. Let's take another example, the number 5. What numbers multiplied together can give us 5? Well, 1 times 5 is 5, and 5 times 1 is 5. There is no other way to get 5 using natural numbers, so 5 is a prime number. Let's try another example of the number 8. What numbers multiplied together give us 8? Well, 1 times 8 gives 8, and we can also use 2, so 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 has more than two factors. It cannot be a prime number. If a whole number greater than 1 is not a prime number, it is a composite number. A composite number has more than two factors, like the example 8. The number 8 has the factors 1, 2, 4 and 8. Let's look at a particularly special number, the number 2. Is it prime or composite? What numbers can be multiplied together to give 2? Well, 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 1 is 2. There is no other way to multiply up 2. So 2 has two factors, so 2 is a prime number. But what's special about 2? Well, 2 is the only even prime number. Every even prime number can be divided by 2, so whenever you see an even number, you know it can be divided by 2, making 2 a factor of all even numbers. So we know even numbers other than the number 2 have more than two factors, so are composite numbers and not prime numbers. Let's do a few more examples of which numbers are prime. Number 6. Is it prime or composite? What are the factors of 6? We can do this by saying 1 times 6 is equal to 6 and 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 6 has factors other than 1 and itself, so it's a composite number. Let's try the number 24. Is it prime or composite? 2 times 12 multiplied together gives 24. And then also 6 times 4 is 24. And we also have 1 times 24 is equal to 24. And finally 3 times 8 is equal to 24. So there are lots of factors to this composite number. When looking at prime numbers, there is a misconception that all even numbers are composite and all odd numbers are prime. This is not true. All even numbers except the number 2 are composites. And for odd numbers, they can be prime or composite. For odd numbers, we need to look at the factors. Let's look at the number 9. This has factors of 1, 3 and 9. So it has more than two factors. So it is a composite. Let's try the following 4 numbers and decide which is composite number and which is a prime number. So firstly we have 29, then we have 34, 7 and 21. So the number 29. 29 only has the factors of 1 and itself 29. You cannot divide it with any other whole number and get an answer with no remainder. So 29 is a prime number. Let's look at number 34. It's an even number, so it can be divided by 2. And we know the factors of 34 are 1, 2, 17 and 34. Therefore, it is a composite number. Now let's look at the number 7. Well, 7 only has 2 factors, 1 and 7. So this is a prime number. Now on to number 21. And 21 has more than 2 factors. So it has the numbers 1, 3, 7 and 21. So 21 is a composite number. So finally, let's talk about the number 1. Why is the number 1 not a prime number? Well, the number 1 only has one factor, itself, whereas the definition of a prime number is that a prime number has 2 factors. So it is not a prime number. The first 15 prime numbers, which would be helpful for you to remember, are listed here. Well, that's all for this video. Hope you found this useful. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.